All right, yo guys, what's up? Sorry for the sloppy attire. Just got out the shower. That's why my hair is nice and wet. Finished my Monday night league game, and let's talk about it. So the plan was to record some footage tonight. Way back when my brother and I were in high school, I remember he was so into skateboarding and longboarding and parkour and all the cool things on YouTube at the time that he got a GoPro, and he used the GoPro to record a bunch of the crap and whatever, and then he'd put it away in a box for some time. Got the GoPro from him because I was like, I'm gonna put it on my chest and play, only to find out that after trying for a while, it doesn't work. So disappointing. I'm sorry. I was actually really excited to have like a POV, but it just didn't go through. So anyways, but I can tell you everything that happened, which I know you also have to use the imagination, but yeah, let's talk soccer. Main thing, I am washed, which, it's crazy to say considering I am 22 years old, but man, am I washed. I don't think I'm a bad player. I think I'm a good player. I just think that I have bad habits that I just can't beat. For example, my dribbling is good. Like I have good mechanics and good ideas for how to dribble, but I just have such bad habits and such bad speed. I can't dribble fast. So I find myself getting caught up with guys. I'm also I'm not the fastest. I'm not slow, but I find myself getting caught up with guys, and then I just get the ball stuck under my feet and either get a turnover or have to kick it away. Like, I cannot do one-on-ones. I can't to save my life, I can't do successful one-on-ones. Like, in this game, I beat a couple guys, but then I just get caught up with others. I can't boost away, which is so frustrating because it's like, you know what to do. I know what to do. I know what the right move is. I just don't have the ability for it. But yeah, I just playing this game today. I was excited. I think what I'm struggling at the most is finding my role and my position. So I usually play the number 10. I play the attacking midfielder role. And why I play the attacking midfielder role is just because my passing is good. And usually I have a really successful play style of holding up the ball, waiting for my team to get up, and then just flicking it through. Usually I have a lot of assists through that. And I have done this season, but yeah, I started at the 10, but we had a guy who was playing the 9 who's pretty good. Not pretty good, he plays D2. So, yeah, far better than I am. And then eventually he and I switched. And when I play the 9, I struggle. I do struggle at the 9. Just because, I like to play kind of the slower target forward. But it just doesn't work in such a small-sided pitch, because when I'm playing target forward in 11v11, I can usually turn and the defenders will drop, or if they step to me, I can beat just one, and then look for a through ball or look for an opportunity. But since it's small-sided, there's no offsides, and there's not a lot of room to go. You have to be quick with the ball at your feet and beat 2 or 3 guys who collapse in on you, and then find your angle or your shot. So, yeah, I just had a couple passes today where I received it as a 9, and I tried to turn and hit, but just didn't have enough time. There was one that was so embarrassing. I had not received the ball for a minute. Everyone was playing on the wings, and we scored 3 off the wings. So I just felt like I was a human decoy running in and out of the box, pulling defenders out the way. But there was one where I got it in the box finally. I had it under my right foot. I'm right-footed. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I got a defender on my back. I can either roll it to my left side and go cross body with the right, or I can roll it open and then just go toe down near post. And I mean, I didn't sleep great last night. Here comes the excuses, I know. Didn't sleep great last night. My head has been pounding all day. So I've been moving slow. So I literally sat there for like a whole 2 seconds in the game and just was like, what do I do? And then I tried to turn and it was just way too late. I had defenders collapsing, so that was dumb. That was really dumb. I regretted that. I like looked at my number 9 and I was like, yeah, that's bad. So anyways, that's a consistent struggle of mine. Yeah, it's one of those things where like my disappointment that I spoke about in the last video about like my my weight gain and, you know, kind of losing track of the workouts, that's also like affecting my ability to play, because going into this season, I thought I'm in good shape. I just ran a half marathon in an hour and 50 minutes. Like, there's no doubt about it. I'm in good shape. I've got good cardio health. Like, I can run, but I'm just not fast. I don't have quick twitch muscles. So, you know, fast twitch, I can't just bum. Because when you train for distance, you know, this is kind of going to get into kinesiology almost, but when you train for distance, okay, your muscles will go and they'll get strengthened and your VO2 max will increase, okay? VO2 max is the volume of how much oxygen you can take in one breath. So let's say you got person A, his name's Johnny. Johnny is a cross-country runner. He runs a 16-minute 5K. Great, like that's elite. And then you've got Bob. Bob is 300 pounds, okay? Johnny's VO2 max is probably in the 60s. And what that means is that is the amount of oxygen, that's the volume of oxygen he can breathe in one breath and can be distributed through his whole body. So essentially, he needs less breaths to get oxygen. Whereas Bob, his VO2 max is probably in the 20s. That's how much oxygen he breathes in one breath. So to get to the level that Johnny's on, Bob needs 3 breaths. He needs to like that. And then he's got the same oxygen, right? He's breathing the same volume at least. Whereas Johnny he's there. So anyways, what you'll notice is that skinny runners and guys who are just in great cardio health, do a lot of cardiovascular exercise, will have higher VO2 maxes. You could even get a bodybuilder. Let's say Bob is a 300-pound bodybuilder because he's 6'7". He's still probably going to have a VO2 max in the 30s or maybe 40s at best, because that's a different type of training. That doesn't train your heart. It doesn't train your heart health. He has indefinitely more strength, but that's the thing. So anyways, my VO2 max is at 54. Last I checked on Garmin, which is excellent. That's good. Only thing is, my strength is faltering because I haven't been lifting as much because I've been running so much for the half marathon. And also, I'm cursed. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Everyone in my family, the Robinson family, all of the men are active. My dad rides his bike, he golfs, walks, doesn't get a cart, so he walks 18 holes every week, maybe 2 or 3 times. He rides his bike for miles, he runs, very active. He's got plenty of belly flab. My brother works trees, he's doing 20,000 steps a day. Then goes and runs and works out. He's not fat, but he's got some love handles. He's got a little extra on the edges. And then if you look at me, I mean, you know, excuse my, I guess, profanity. I don't really know. Like, that's what we got. We got some belly fat there. Like, if I go down, you can see there's some fat rolls here and there. Like, we are certainly not on the single percentage body fat. But that's the thing is, like, I work hard and everyone else in my shoes, like, I ran faster than my best buddy who's got abs and probably weighs 50 pounds less than me. I don't know why I'm cursed to be athletic, but fat. Fatletic is what you call it. So anyways, all that yapping to say, I have great endurance. So when I play these games, I don't need to sub. I don't feel tired. However, it just looks like I'm not performing well because when I go for a sprint, I can't out-sprint anyone because my legs don't move fast. They move consistently, not fast. Whereas other guys will go and they can bolt down the field faster than me, but like they'll gas out because they're used to the fast twitch. Their muscles are trained to be more responsive. So anyways, how do you fix that, if you're wondering? Explosive workouts. I don't do explosive workouts, or at least I didn't, because I've been training for running. I got a marathon coming up in October that I'm going to train for a full, so I'm going to need to keep running long distances. But if you mix in some explosive workouts, that means box jumps, weighted squats, burpees. You can do 10-yard dashes, maybe 40s. Like anything where you are starting from a low position and you launch yourself up fast, that's going to train your fast twitch muscles. That's going to make you faster. It's also going to make you jump higher and run faster, obviously. So, yeah, I mean, that's what a basketball player would train for if they're trying to get their first dunk. Is they don't train by just running 20 miles every week. They train to do box jumps and train for their calves and their quads and hamstrings to just be so quick to respond, so quick to just explode. I mean, it's literally like an explosion when your muscle just, and that's why, sorry, I know this is a tangent, but it's just interesting to me. That's why when you see like a professional sprinter or, you know, a professional athlete that's got speed, that's why like ACL injuries are more common with them, is because if you don't train your ACL and your knee muscles too, you just focus on those main ones, sometimes that stress is way too much for an ACL and you push so hard that it just, your knee will break. It can't handle it. So anyways, I should train more explosive to be faster, but I just don't have the, I don't know, like I enjoy the way I play the game. I think I'm a good midfielder. So yeah, but I've got 4 or 5 goals on the season. You know, I still got my golazos. I had some assists tonight, but yeah. So anyways, to break it down, I think that areas I can improve on, you know, because if I'm going to coach you guys, if I'm going to talk to you about soccer, I'm going to talk to you about what you should and shouldn't do, then I got to at least back it up with, you know, my own kind of expectations for myself and what I think makes me a good or a bad player. But basically, what I think that I say I need to improve on, I need to improve on my explosiveness, my rapidness, and also my control. I think that if I do get away from defenders and I go on the wrong, if I go on a run, then I will lose the ball because I knock it too far forward that I can't control my speed to get there and I can't control the ball. I also had, I mean, this one was close. I had one where, you know, thanks to my FIFA ability, I learned how to croqueta, you know, it's pronounced some, would that be Spanish, Portuguese, or what? I'm sure it's Spanish, croqueta, but that's where you knock it from, you know, you have the ball on the inside of your foot and then you shift it to the inside of your other foot, go around a defender's leg. I croqueta it around a defender on the byline and it just barely crossed over. I mean, it was close. And if I had kept it in, then I would have had a wide open ankle to the goal. So that was frustrating. That was a good move. I also got a clean ball roll and nutmeg in this game. So maybe I should start glazing myself more, because low-key that's kind of crazy. I'm remembering that now. I felt like Messi for a second. There's 3 guys coming. They're all closing at the same angle, and I ball roll outside of the foot, touch it through a guy's legs. I did then get tackled and shoved off the ball. But, I mean, hey, that moment was clean. So, anyways, once again, I'm sorry, and I'm really, really, like, I wish the GoPro works, because that would be so sick. But we got one more game next Monday for sure. I don't know if it's playoffs or what. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to try to get a camera or something set up where I can get that going and get some POV footage. I mean, worst case, I know we have a phone mount that you can mount on your chest, which I would use that. But I just need to find my friend has it. I need to borrow it from him. So anyways, that's kind of it. That's the breakdown. I know it's kind of difficult to listen to me instead of watching the gameplay, but next week we're going to try. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys right now. I hope y'all have a good week, and I will get back to making some videos. I want to go out to a field sometime. This week is crazy busy. I got 3 exams, quiz, project, bunch of written homework. This is a bad one. So can't promise I'm going to give you the absolute greatest content, but I can promise I'm going to try. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.